Welcome to Jams.
I'm Jabria.
And I'm Spring.
And we are Two Short Girls with Tall Girl Energy.
TSG, TGE, coming to the jams with
What's up, Jammers? We are back with another
Video!
Yes, sir.
Before we get started, we're going to do random 3 with TSG.
That's where we pick random questions.
Lord.
Special guest. So instead of asking 3 questions, 2. We're going to just grab one. All right. First question, and I guess we'll switch the question for you. It says, what do you like to do that's traditionally considered masculine? And then you'll just answer, like, what's considered feminine.
Okay, for sure.
What do you like to do that's traditionally considered masculine?
This is going to be like kind of weird, but I feel like my friends, at least, and the men that I choose to hang around, we all have ladies, and we actually do spend time making sure that we have a conversation, even when like shit is like, oh, we really, really happy. I take time to actually talk to my lady, you know what I'm saying? And actually, whatever, to figure out, for one, how I could be a better man to her, or figure out like if it's something going on or whatever. A lot of the times, like, I wasn't raised to be that way. So I don't know if like my OGs be like, what? You actually you taking the time to do that? Like, you make that a point. But I mean, I just seen, I feel like it's helpful and it's beneficial for us. I guess that's one feminine thing that, I don't know, other dudes may consider like, oh, I ain't doing all that.
Okay. Okay. I guess I walk around my jaws like.
Yo, what?
Gosh, but I don't know.
I think that's a human thing, though. I mean, I know chicks. I got hella ladies in my family, and they do the same thing in front of my face. Like, oh, okay.
I don't like asking for directions. Like,
well, that's true. She will be lost.
I'll be pulling off and getting the directions.
I think mine is technically the opposite of interludes. Like, I don't share feelings. I don't show emotion.
Right.
Calculated and cold, and I don't like talking. So, like, that typical male.
Nah, I feel you. Well, I think that, and that's why I said, like, I don't necessarily know if it's a masculine thing, because I actually had to. My lady was like that before we started, like, really, really dating. She didn't like doing it, and I was the same way. But then, man, shit don't go nowhere if we ain't about to sit here and talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? So, we both had to just like get up out of that.
All right. What's our second question?
All right. Second question. If you had to describe your current life as a movie, which movie would you choose?
Oh, shit.
The title of the movie, or like the actual movie?
Like,
because I could.
I think
like
actual movie.
Dang, because I would have said like Waiting to Exhale or like Friday After Next, because it's like, dang, like I'm trying to wait to that Friday type thing. Okay.
I mean, I guess it could be either or. You can either go with the title or the actual movie itself, whichever one fits better.
Okay, we're gonna go with.
You always do that.
I need clarifications. I need to know.
Okay, you going first?
Nah, that's good.
I think mine would have to be Zombieland.
You said Zombieland?
Zombieland. And
oh, wow.
I be feeling like, y'all know how, like, MC, the main character, was just a complete nerd out here in these streets.
Right.
Super badass. Like, I just be like, look, I'm here surviving with my steps. That is what
Right.
Okay.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Damn,
because look,
title or the actual movie itself.
I'm about to say, bro, wait a minute. You sleep in the bathroom?
He's trying to wait, get a job. He's trying to get his life together. And at the end, he like an entrepreneur. Those like at the end of the movie, like
I think he becomes like a stockbroker or something like that.
he get his big break at the end.
Right, he does. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not in the toilet, but I'm just
yo.
Like I have a good life, but I'm striving for the you know.
Still going, right? Yeah, you still going. I'm like, it ain't much that can make me cry, but that movie, I was like, ooh, okay. Like one of them. Wait, so it's on me now?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm in straight dad mode right now. I had a son August, and I have a 3-year-old, so it's like just dad shit and making music, honestly. So I don't know, like daddy daycare or something like that.
Daddy daycare?
Probably right now, at least. But he wasn't working like that either. Like, well, he ran a daycare, but it's like I got to balance out working and actually spending time with my family. And with the infant, that's like kind of hard. Right. Luckily, my lady's still on like maternity leave, so it's like, you know, a little bit easier where I have that time to work, but it's still like, you know, when you get to crying, you know, it's like that. It's just something crazy. So you just running towards it, regardless if you like it or not. As soon as I hear him cry in the middle of the night or whatever, I'm like, okay, where he at? What's going on? He okay? But that's my life is daddy daycare right now, for real. I'm sitting next to a bottle full of milk. That's my life right now. And pacifiers and wipes. Next to my studio equipment too. It's weird. It's weird right now.
That's how it be for all my artists and my audience that are watching, and y'all are parents. Kudos to y'all. Kudos to Entrlude. Hey. Y'all are strong.
Praise.
And we definitely, you know, appreciate the example that y'all are setting.
Praise.
Right. Well, that was Random 3 with TSG. And I know who is this? Right. It's like who's this person? Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'd like to formally introduce y'all to the best producer on Voisey. And if you don't know what Voisey is, it is basically TikTok for singers.
Sponsors.
You know, if y'all watching, everybody. But no, I'm joking. No, I ran across, it was a few artists when I first got on the app, like a few producers that I just really gravitated towards. And then Interlude came out of nowhere, y'all. Like it was like his beats, they just started popping up like underneath the new category. If you know, if you're a Voisey person, if you're from Voisey and you're watching this video, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, there is a category for new beats. And so it gets like uploaded every day. And randomly Interlude popped up. And I was like, and I just clicked on it. Y'all, y'all ever something in your headphones that you rip them out? That was me. I promise y'all, I was like, I'm finna cut up on his beat. Like, I did. And
you did. You definitely did. Exactly. You know what? No, I'm gonna let you finish actually.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it took me a minute to because I seen you posting and I was like, okay, cool. But I had a lot of people just posting. So I'm trying to check it all out and I couldn't. But your shit just kind of stuck out to me. I'm like, okay, wait, she nice over my production too. Like the vibes just matched. So I was like, okay, bet.
It's chef's kiss. Whenever, literally, when y'all be jamming out to that intro.
Yes,
hey.
This is the guy. So if you need beats, we're going to link his beat stars in the description box as well. Y'all, come on.
Hey, that's lit.
I promise y'all, you will not be disappointed. But without
appreciate that.
our guy Interlude, and we are going for every beat
Right.
henceforth.
It's lit. What's going on, y'all?
On here today, we have a few questions that we want to ask you. Starting with, who would you say that you are?
I am an image of God, just like y'all, just like everybody else. I'm a father, I'm a friend, I'm a son, I'm a creative. Yeah, that's about it. That's who I am. I'm just here. You know what's funny is like I like to let my work speak for itself, but I swear to God, like if y'all see me in person, y'all be like, this nigga is so just normal, just cool, vibing, yo. I be vibing.
Okay,
I love it.
we are here for it.
Okay. So who would, if we had to ask someone else, who would the people say that you are?
Oh man, probably the exact same thing. You know, that also depends on like who you talk to. Well, my circle, I keep my circle kind of small just because my friends has been my friends for mine for like 10 plus years now. So yeah, they actually know and has seen my growth. You know what I'm saying? So they would pretty much say the exact same thing. Mainly they would say like I'm a creative. They would say like I'm serious about my work. I spend time, when I say I'm serious, I actually spent a lot of time creating my working, and then I spent time being like I said, a friend or a son, or just me, or just chilling. But most of the time I'm creating. I'm like, and I can't help it either. It's like a gift and a curse at the same time. I hear shit and be like, okay, I gotta go work. I heard this.
Wake up at your start.
Wait, what'd you say? You broke up a little bit.
About your sleepers and start doing stuff.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so the next question is, how long have you been producing?
Man, I've like about 10 years now. I actually, well, probably even longer than that. So I'm from Detroit, Michigan. And when I was in Detroit, my mom, I had a mentor when I was younger who was a video director, but he also did a youth program to where he took like kids from Detroit and like from all parts of the hood, and he just like took us to the studio and we made a song and a video. And that was my first time ever like being in the studio, and like I think from there I was just kind of like, okay, bad, this is lit. I never knew how to play an instrument, never knew whatever. And then a little bit later on down the line, like I used to rap. Look, don't judge me. Like every other black boy.
If it was like if you did like rapping or singing, and then also okay.
He had a whole EP. He can rap.
Look. I mean, I'm gonna put that over there. You know what I'm saying? I produce. I'm gonna keep it like that. But no, I just kept like writing and rapping, and then my mom. It was a school in Detroit called Communications and Media Arts, and my mom she just paid attention. Like, okay, this is what you like to do. Something with like some type of engineering or whatever, or whether that's music or whatever, you like to do something. And she put me in a media art school. In my last year there as a senior, they actually built a studio there, and I was a part of actually building a studio for my high school. And then from there I was just like, okay, yeah, I want to do this. I don't want to do anything else, regardless if I rap, sing, or whatever. I want to be a part of music. And I actually have a degree. I went to Full Sail University, and I have an engineering degree for recording. But I went to a school before I went to Full Sail in Ohio, which was a recording school as well. So my background isn't even producing. I didn't start producing until I got to Full Sail. But as far as doing music, I've been doing that for recording people, whatever. It's funny because nowadays I don't like recording people unless it's over my beat. If it's not over my beat, I don't want to even do it.
That's right though. You have earned that right to do that. Like,
Nah, though. I mean, but as far as business and everything behind their producing, for one, I'm more passionate about producing. I'm actually happy while I'm producing. So I tend to focus on that regardless. But as far as business and like what I'm actually happy doing, I'm with producing. But music wise, doing music overall, man, I've pretty much been doing it my whole life. But as far as producing, it's been about 10 years now.
wow.
He old. Okay.
I know, right? I ain't gonna say my age, but damn.
Okay. So what would you say your genre of music is?
Oh, I would not say it's a genre. I mean, most of the time it's like R&B, but
Okay.
if you hear my catalog, actually, I'm gonna throw this out there too. So I'm not even sure if May is aware of this, but I actually have another page on Voisey called
Wow.
Yeah, Pioneer in the Wild, and I release all my more creative stuff on there. You know what I'm saying, or things that I'm not even sure if anybody is gonna like. I put it on there, but I wouldn't say I have a specific genre because, man, I create just about everything. You know what I'm saying? If I feel it in that moment and it feels good, I'm gonna just create that. But if from the outside looking in, somebody would say, okay, it's a lot of hip hop, it's a lot of R&B. I have alternative, I have electronic, I have some house music. Yeah, it's y'all gotta stay tuned too because I'm just now starting to release my catalog to Voisey, but I got a lot of stuff that's just here that I still have to release. Excuse me, that I have to release. So I wouldn't even say I have a genre of music. I just create music. If it feels good, then it feels good. It sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh, this is a good question. Okay. So the next question is, who's your dream artist?
Party Next Door. You know what? Actually, I'm going to let me rephrase this because I think I looked at that question earlier. Like I slightly looked at it when whatever. Nipsey Hussle is my influencer. Like Nipsey Hussle is like if I wanted to be like anybody in my life, it was Nip. Like if I could show y'all my room, like I got like his albums and CDs and a couple paintings of this man. But he really influenced me for one to just be a hustler, but then two to take my music seriously. So he's not here with us anymore, and that really hurt my heart that I did not get a chance to work with him before he transcended to his next life or whatever. But on this earth now, I have to say Party Next Door or Frank Ocean. Those two I have, one of those I gotta work with.
For sure, I can hear both. Definitely. Ooh,
I know, right?
First, if this man gets in the door somewhere in order to get his beat heard by Frank,
it's done, man. That's oof.
It's over for everybody else. It's over.
Man, I want actually, man, if it's aligned or if it's in my plan, I want to actually have a Party Next Door and Frank Ocean collaboration because he did one with Travis Scott. And it was lit. I think it was called Carousel on Astro World, and that was lit. Hit Boy made that beat, and I was like, damn, this nigga, man. All right, I see you, bro. Hit Boy don't miss. But if I could bring Party and Frank Ocean on the same song, I'm good. I'm good with that plaque. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I'm good. Like we can go ahead and hang this up. No, I'm kidding.
Record with Frank Ocean and P&D.
Ooh. Make sure it's produced by Interlude though. Look, make sure it's produced by Interlude because that's a collaboration that I'm pretty sure people will be like, oh yeah, that sounds.
Yes.
So.
Well, I legitimately have not talked this loud in any of our. I'm hyped right now.
Man, look. If anything, let's all speak it into existence. Produced by Interlude. Yes. Party Next Door featuring Frank Ocean or Frank Ocean featuring Party Next Door. Produced by Interlude. I'll say it again. Stamp it.
That little clip right there. It's gonna be
everything. Say less.
Look. The Lord said, write it down. He wrote it down. He said it. He's speaking it. Okay. And then what do you do as a producer that you think sets you apart from the rest? So when you say, okay, I want to do a collab with P&D and I want to do a collab with Frank Ocean, I was like, damn a minute.
You know what? I feel like, well, okay, so for instance, one thing that I do feel like at least on, okay, so that's a 2-part question to me. As far as my production, my actual work, I put a lot of time into it, or I make sure that, you know, that just the time is there and like the details is there. Now, my mixes aren't like the best that they could be because I don't spend as much time as I need to doing that, but that's another thing that I've been working on. But as far as like the only thing that sets me apart from producers or whatever is just the time that I put into it. And then also I feel like the way that I kind of hit certain vibes, it'd be different. I like to bring certain vibes from certain genres to like over trap beats sometimes. And I feel like it'd be just hitting different. Like, okay, you hear this, but y'all haven't even heard a lot of my sample stuff that I did or like known samples, you know what I'm saying? And just me flipping them to something completely different. And I don't put them on Voisey because I actually sell the beats on Voisey and I can't make any money off of those type of beats unless I get clearance. So y'all don't hear a lot of that stuff. But I feel like that's the only difference between me and other producers. There's some lot of talented people out there too. But as far as me, I just make sure I put in that time, make sure I put in that work. But as far as outside of that, I make sure, like, for instance, like with May, for instance, over Voisey, I actually took the time to interact with people, my fans and the people that I was fans of, and actually started to build relationships with these people, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, for instance, like with Voisey, it's only probably like 2 other producers that I personally like would think of that could create an EP with all these type of artists, all these talented people on Voisey and actually create an EP. Nobody has ever done that before. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's one thing that definitely set me apart from any other producer on Voisey. Nobody else has taken the time. And that, I guess that goes back into it too. The time, you know what I'm saying? I created all the beats that was over my EP, and then there was so many different, talented people over this EP. May had her own interlude on there. It was really dope. It was really, really dope.
It was so fire. When I said that EP, he was low key like A&R and people. Like he was like,
nah, for real though. You know what I'm saying?
And so you and so like,
and so that's another thing as far as like me as a producer, like me as a beat maker. Okay, I can sit here and make beats all day, but as a producer, I feel like I'm really skilled at that too. Like another goal of mine is to executively produce albums. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not like over all of my production, I do have it here. As I said earlier, like with Lincoln, P&D, and Frank Ocean, I hear certain sounds like mashing together and being something great. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere. I take a lot of time listening to music too, but I feel like I'm very skilled as a producer or just, somebody that could bring people together over amazing music. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh. Woo. I'm so ready to see you blow up. That's crazy.
Man, I appreciate you. Likewise, man. I'm going to say this too, May. You was the first artist to ever just create like a mini EP over my production.
You know what's crazy? I was vibing so much to your beats that I didn't even realize that I wasn't on the new section.
Right.
I clicked on your profile and was going through beats and didn't even realize it and was like, oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this. Like every beat I heard inspired a different song. Like I was able to just right to each song. And I sat there for maybe about like 3 straight hours and was like, I don't care who listens to this.
Right.
This needs to be out. And it's probably the most fun. Like that's a bunch
of I enjoyed that. It was like, yo, this is a whole like I said, you match the energy. It's really mad chill. I think I was driving too. I like to drive to my music as well. I played it back like 3-4 different times. I'm like, yo, this is just a whole vibe right here.
Thanks. That's the test on Voisey too. All my Voisey audience, y'all know if it bang in your car, it's going.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so we're at the end actually. So before we end out, what are some projects?
So I'm actually it's funny because I create so much that I have like 3-4 different beat tapes. You would say it's like, okay, this is a beat tape or whatever that I am planning on putting out. I only have one project that I put out a few years ago when Nipsey died. That, you know what I'm saying, I was in a really weird space and I created a lot of music and I just decided to just put it out, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I like the space that I was in. Actually, I like that space a little bit better than creating for Voisey because it gives me I get more creative when I, create stuff like that. So I'm definitely planning on, like I said, I have like 3-4 of them that's just sitting here, but I want to actually kind of mash them all together and release another beat tape, and then have people just vibe out to that, not even with anybody on it, no vocals on it or whatever. So that's definitely something I'm working on. Man, I have so much music that people. Another artist, Greg Dose, he bought some of my production right before I got on the phone with y'all. Well, got on this call. He sent me what he did over my production, and that is fire. Caress has a couple of it's a lot of people that got stuff over my stuff, but as far as my projects, it's definitely like a beat tape. I'll probably do something like that around like top of the year or a little bit closer to like February-ish. So definitely be on the look for that because I'm gonna make kind of a story out of it, not just like, okay, just beats. They're gonna be transitioning to other beats. I'm gonna leave like certain quotes in there that I found really inspirational or I found really dope. So it's gonna be a whole vibe, like something that you could just push play and you don't have to hit skip on. You know what I'm saying? Read a book, or you could, you know what I'm saying, do some workout. You could have a conversation played in the background of a boutique. Actually, that's my goal. Is actually to get some of my production to these boutiques. That's around Charlotte area, Atlanta area, Detroit area. But I have to put it out, and then they got to add it to the playlist or whatever. So yeah, be on the lookout for stuff like that.
Before we end off, have you got connected with Voisey MF Radio? The Voisey Radio?
Yeah, I hopped on one of her lives before, and she shouted me out, but me and her have never had a conversation before. No.
I think you should probably hit her up because she might be able to. Her last live she was talking about getting a huge marketing deal.
Oh, true.
I don't know all of what that entails, but if you're talking about getting your music played in boutiques and stores, and if you want an Apple Music type thing, playlist things like, I think
True.
Definitely shout out to Voisey FM Radio. She does a lot behind the scenes. I have yet to rack her brain, but y'all definitely need to connect.
Say less. I appreciate you even shouting her. I've seen her lives before. Most of the time, like people I know. I'm not sure if I follow her, but I'm gonna go ahead and give her a follow and just check her out, a little bit more, see, who she is. And yeah, definitely, if she got some information. That's another thing too. I'm a student. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to learn. I'm always like, okay, how can I be better? Where can I do, this at? Where can I do that at? So any information that y'all have, send it my way, and I'm going to look at it.
Gotcha.
All right, and as we're closing out one more time, where can people find you?
At Interlude everywhere, pretty much. At Interlude on Apple Music, Spotify, Voisey, then on Instagram as well. I just created a Snapchat. I'm about to create a TikTok. so y'all can actually see me, you know, doing some of these beats or whatever. I feel like that's gonna be a dope experience.
We'll link everything in the description. We'll also put on the screen because it's definitely not spelled like the tire, you know, like the interlude. Interlude is not.
Right. Nah. And that's I actually go by Interlude from the Wild. I actually need a tag. I need a tag that's like really, really dope. I gotta sit down and figure out how I want to do that. But my actual producer name is Interlude from the Wild. But I just say Interlude, and you know, because it's you'll remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
Definitely.
But yo, this was really dope, y'all. Y'all are dope. I like I said, I'm 100% behind y'all, supportive. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. I can't wait till y'all show blow up like crazy. Continue to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I can check out other people and figure out a little bit more about other people, man. Can just continue to do y'all thing, man. I appreciate y'all having me. This was fun, honestly.
Hey, thank you.
You already know.
Hey, make sure y'all follow him. Make sure y'all look him up. He's about to blow up, okay? Look, you know what we just love y'all.
Love y'all.
All right, yo. Y'all be safe.
TSG, TGE, you are watching two best friends on the TV.